Okay, boleh.
Okay, I think we can start now. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to everybody. Okay, welcome everyone. We will start our program today with Kitab Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, Amin, Ya Rabbal Alamin. Okay, thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Dr. Nurul Amalina Nasharuddin, okay, and I'm the Senior Lecturer at the Faculty of Computer Science and Information Technology, University Putra Malaysia. First of all, I, on behalf of the faculty, would like to express our gratitude and appreciation to the Public Work Department, okay, or famously known as JKR, Jabatan Kerja Raya, for the invitation for us to be part of the Hari Profesion Teknikal Negara 2020. And also to each one of you, the attendees, for your willingness to join our webinar session today, although it is on the weekend. Okay, since we are using the online platform, I hope everyone can follow the online meeting etiquette. Okay, some little housekeeping from me. Okay, all of the attendees will be muted by the host. Okay, but if you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the chat box in the WebEx platform. I'll bring them up during the presentation, and we will also have time for questions at the end of the talk. Okay, I hope I have covered all the important points. Okay, so we will proceed with our main agenda of the day. Okay, so today we will have a webinar, okay, titled Embracing the Wave of Industry Revolution with Augmented Reality or Mixed Reality and Visualization. Okay, this webinar will be presented by Professor Dr. Rahmita Wirza, OK Rahmat, from the Faculty of Computer Science and Information Technology, UPM. Okay, some introduction for our presenter today. Okay, Professor Dr. Rahmita Wirza received her Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Science Mathematics from the University Science Malaysia in 1989 and 1994, respectively. She received her PhD in Computer Assisted Engineering from the University of Leeds, United Kingdom. Currently, she is a professor in computer graphics at UPM. Her research interests lie in the fields of computer graphics and applications, computer-assisted surgery, and computational geometry. To date, she has led 17 research grants, published her work in more than 100 journals, 60 conference proceedings, 7 chapters in books, and has published 2 books at the international level. 28 of her postgraduate research students have graduated under her supervision as the main supervisor. She also has supervised at least 40 Master of Science without thesis projects and at least 100 final year projects at the bachelor degree level. She also managed to file 8 patents for her research works. Currently, she is the head of the Computer Graphics, Vision and Visualization Research Group in UPM, and also the co-founder for the Computer Assisted Surgery and Diagnostics Special Interest Research Group, CASD, at the national level. Now, without further ado, I will pass the mic over to Prof. Dr. Rahmita Wirza with her sharings. Over to you, Prof.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, dear, beautiful Dr. Nurul Amalina, for a very good introductions. Thank you also to JKR for inviting us to collaborate with this talk. And thank you, of course, to Faculty Science Computer with all this management organizing this webinar. So I think it's better for me to start the talk, yeah, because we only have 1 hour. Right, so embracing the wave of industry revolutions with augmented reality, mixed reality, and visualizations, right? So in this talk, I will cover what is AR, VR, and MR. The reasons I will cover this, I will explain this because most of the website I could find that not the among the society or peoples did not really understand the difference between AR, VR, and MR. Then later we'll discuss about industrial revolutions from the beginning to the end to current, and we will cover industrial revolution 5.0 and society 5.0 so that we can relate the work of our CGV2 research group. At the end of the talk, I will show you and demo a little bit the CGV2 research group product. So what are augmented, virtual, and mixed reality? So basically, virtual reality replacing reality with a completely new 3D digital environment. In the other ways, virtual reality, we are inside the 3D digital environment. We are not in the real world anymore. For the augmented reality, overlying digital content on top of the real world, meaning that the virtuals are overlaid on the real world. So we actually still in the real world. We can see a real world, but we also can see the digital content, either 3D model or image or animations. In mixed reality, adding superimposed digital content that superficially interacts with the environment in real time. So for the mixed reality, the superimposed we cannot, identify which one is real, which one is virtual, and then we can interact superficially between real and the virtual. So most people confuse which is which. If you go to the website, company website, seems they not really understand what is augmented, what is virtual. Then again, what is the fourth industrial revolution? People keep talking about the fourth industrial revolutions. What is it actually? So the concept of the fourth industrial revolution was coined in 2016 by Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, in the book of the same name. So the fourth industrial revolution creates a world in which virtual and physical systems of manufacturing cooperate with each other in a flexible way at the global level. The fourth industrial revolution, however, is not only about smart and connected machines and systems, its scope is much wider. Occurring simultaneously are a wave of further breakthroughs in areas ranging from gene sequencing to nanotechnology, from renewable energies to quantum computing. It is the fusion of these technologies and the interactions across the physical, digital, and biological domains that make the fourth industrial revolution fundamentally different from previous revolutions. Okay, so when we're talking about these definitions, it seems that why we're in it already. We don't understand why people keep saying about fourth industrial revolutions. We are already did this, right? So how did the fourth industrial revolution arise? Why is it people keep saying about this fourth industrial revolutions? So we're looking back into our history. First industrial revolutions, it occurred at the end of the 18th century in 1784, when steam was harnessed for mechanical productions. So we start with the steam for the mechanical productions. And the second industrial revolutions in 1870, mass productions powered by electricity was first introduced. The assembly line was invented and the industrial sector speeded up exponentially. So with this electricity, the industrial sector progresses very fast. Third industrial revolutions in 1969, advance in computing led to machine programming, which opened the door to progressive automations. So for the third industrial revolutions, we start with the automations. The automations progressive very fast, in 1969. So in 2014, the industry experienced another about the turn with the appearance of smart factories and online productions management. So start in 2014, most of the factories start going to smart factories and with the online productions management, right? So for the youngest generations, they not really realize these changes. For us, I'm not saying that I'm old, but for my age, We see the changes. For Dr. Nur Amalina's generations and younger generation, they did not realize these changes because they're already inside these changes. They are born with the smart, everything smart. Yeah. So, but then for us, for me, of course, yeah, we can see the changes. Yeah. So a German economist foresaw what was to come. We are at the beginning of a revolution that is fundamentally changing the way we live, work, and relate to one another. So there's a change in there that relate to our own life, yeah, not just industry, but also to our life. So what actually technologies that progress with these fourth industrial revolutions? First, artificial intelligence, because of smart, right? So we have to go to artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, cobots, collaborative robots. They're not just robots, it's collaborative robots. And of course, augmented reality and virtual reality, big data, 3D and 4D printing. Yeah. So for this talk, I'm focusing on the augmented reality and virtual reality. So again, back to the definitions. Augmented reality is a technology that superimposes a computer-generated image on a user view of the real world, thus providing a composite view. For the VR, the computer-generated simulations of a three-dimensional image or environment that can be interacted within a seemingly real or physical way by a person using special electronic equipment such as helmet, with a screen inside or glove fitted with the sensors. For the mixed reality, the merging of real and virtual worlds to produce new environments and visualizations where physical and digital objects coexist and interact in real time. Mixed reality does not exclusively take place in either the physical or virtual world, but is a hybrid of reality and virtual reality. So please differentiate this. Yeah? Satu augmented reality. Augmented reality, you're still in the real world, but you can see also the virtual world, as though that virtual world is in the real world. Yeah, remember that. First, augmented reality, we are in the real world, still standing in the real world, still can see a real world, and then we can see computer-generated image as though we can see a ghost in front of us. Yeah, virtual reality, we definitely inside the virtual world. All the world is a digital world. Yeah, we cannot see our real world already. We are inside the digital. Mixed reality is hybrid. We cannot differentiate anymore. Where is the real? Which one is the digitals? And we can interact with each other with these two world. And it's hybrid. I said that is three different between this reality. Okay, so go back to our industrial 4, the uses of augmented reality application in industry. So when talking about industry 4.0, one of the things that we need augmented reality is complex assembly. Modern manufacturing involves assembly hundreds of complex components in short time with precision. So when you do the assembly in manufacturing, there's a lot of components which are complex, and you have to assemble in short time and then with precision. Ya, tepat. Kalau tak nanti pergi ke pelanggan, pelanggan akan reject, or quality control akan reject, right? Augmented reality can help in these complex assemblies. Augmented reality can help to make them alive in the video. They are made glanceable in the field of view, hands-free and voice controls. You don't have to touch anything, and you can control using the voice activations. The instructions are broken down and the video can be added. All these can be seen through AR glasses while worker keeps their hand on the task. So if you can see here, the workers are wearing the smart glasses or AR glasses, and the hand is touching the machines or the product, and she or he can see the informations through the glasses, through the video that on the glasses. Okay. So you can see that. So this is what these ladies can see through the smart glasses. This is smart glasses or augmented AR glasses. And then the second thing is the maintenance. After assembly, maintenance is another aspect where augmented can play a crucial role. Most maintenance manually using a manual. Usually at this before this, when you want to do maintenance, you have to check the manual, follow the manual. This process can be time consuming and not 100% error free because it's using manual. Sometimes it depends on our understanding of this manual. So it's not definitely 100% error free. The machine status can be checked only via glancing it through AR glasses. So you can use for maintenance using the AR glasses or like this tablet. Most of the time it's AR glasses. And then you follow the instructions through these AR glasses. The third one is the expertise support. So you know that the expert is not so many. So sometimes if anything happen to the industry line, they have to call in the expert, which is quite far away. So in the event of a disturbed manufacturing process, an expert may need to travel to the work site. There may be numerous technicians available, but only a few experts are available. So if you want to wait for the experts to come and help, it will take longer time for the manufacturing process. So involve money, right? Have to wait. So augmented reality can reduce this expense and can let an expert see the issue through the eyes of a technicians. This can let them support and inspect from anywhere in the world. They can also guide the technicians about the feature they may be interested in. So you can see here, this handsome guy wearing smart glasses, yeah, or augmented reality glasses, and then the expert talk to this guy through these smart glasses, and then this guy can see all these, and including the videos, and communicate to him and instruct him what he has to do, because this guy can see through this guy's glass, and this smart guy can see all these instructions from the screen and also the instructions from the voice of the expert, so he can do whatever the expert required him to do. All right, so it will reduce the time and it will help the manufacturing process. So overall, that's the three main AR usage in industry. Yeah. Other than this VR browser for CAD project, this is talking about virtual reality, whereby in the CAD project, they collaborate with each other, where the locations is quite different. And then with the avatar, so they can together do the design, change the design, modify the design according to their requirement. So they don't have to be step by step. So all these people, designer, conceptual designer, industrial designer, will sit down together and design the product. For this operation and maintenance, as I mentioned previously, from the smart glass, you can see all these instructions and what is all about these machine devices, and the instructions, then the user just follow the instructions. And the beauty of AR 4.0 is a 3D printing, which actually started from the prototype machines. Previous years, not that long time ago, when I'm in younger age, we don't have 3D printing. What we have is a prototype machines, a quite big prototype machines. Then this machine will do the prototype. There's a several technique approach with each of these prototype machines. So now we have 3D printing, becoming smaller, becoming easier for users to use. Even I think currently schools also have 3D printing. Parents can buy 3D printer to the kids. Yeah, the beauty of 3D printer nowadays, when they're printing like this, all these are workable. This will move, this is moving up, they're workable immediately. Once you print, they're immediately workable. Yeah, if you do properly design, it is working. So that is the beauty of 3D printing. So let's look again to the history of industrial revolution. We have IR 1.0, where in 1970, 1780, we have mechanizations, industrial production based on machines powered by water and steam. IR 2.0, which is 1870, started with electrifications, mass production using assembly lines. IR 3.0, 1970, automation, started automations using electronics and computers. 3.5, globalizations, offshoring of productions to low-cost economies. So in 1980, we started globalizations. So Industry 4.0 actually starts to move towards Industry 5.0 when you begin to allow customers to customize what they want. So now, when the industry start to customize what the customers need, we actually move towards Industry 5.0. So then we are not really that far to 5.0. With Industry 4.0, we can already design our own trainers online, and eventually we choose to have the right technology to deliver those trainers to our door. We can also go to website and select the kind of car we want with thousands of different variables, not just colors, headlights, interiors, but lots of other apps as well. So Industry 5.0 takes the concept of personalizations to the next level. So for the 5.0, the focus is personalizations, and later people and robot work to go together. That's the two main things of the 5.0. All right, so when we talk about Industrial Revolutions 5.0, don't forget about society. Society also have phases. We have Society 1.0, start with hunting and gathering. Society 2.0, agriculture. Remember, I think Dr. Nurul Amelina will not remember, she's too young for this. But for my age, we have Society 0.0, agriculture. Everybody go to agriculture, yeah? Not that I'm saying I'm old, yeah? Yeah, of course not. And then we have Society 3.0. This started industrial, yeah? In Society 4.0, informations. So we are now in Society 4.0. All are about informations. You eat with informations, you walk with informations, you study, of course, informations. Whatever we do, all are related to information. We rely on the information. If suddenly the internet, the network off, I don't know. I think all of us will get crazy haywire because we are really rely on the information at this moment. Yeah, everybody hold their smartphone or wake up in the morning before subuh, hold the mobile phone, check the information. Not me, eh? Okay. Then we have Society 5.0. So what is this new Society 5.0? We have to understand this because we are talking about Industrial 5.0. So it's not that far away. So in current society, knowledge and information are not shared, and cross-sector value is difficult to create. They are not shared and difficult to create. One thing because the technology, second thing because the human behavior. Eh? But then in Society 5.0, what IoT will connect all people and things, all sorts of knowledge, information will be shared, and totally new value will be born. Everybody knows everything. Everybody can get all these informations, and then they can share. And IoT will help come up with this. And the sensor is becoming more cheaper and becoming easy to use. The current society, a variety of constraints exist with respect to social problems such as the aging society and regional depopulations, making a sufficient response difficult. But in Society 5.0, social issues will be overcome and humans will be liberated from various types of constraint. Current society, people do a large amount of work. The abilities have limitations and the behavior of the physically challenged is constrained. So people do a lot of things in current society. But in Society 5.0, the possibilities upon the humans will expand through the use of robots, automated driving, cars, and etc. Everything will be much more easier for a human being. And unfortunately, human being will become lazy. But then people say lazy people is the one who do the thinker. So I think Society 5.0 later on, humans' abilities will expand, and then we are becoming a progress because we have time to think, right? In a current society, AI will free humans from the burdensome work of analyzing huge amounts of information. Currently, we have to analyze huge amount of information. We the one who do the analyze. But in the current society, with an overlay of information, the work of finding, analyzing the information desired is difficult and burdensome. But later, AI will help human beings to do the analyze. So people only supply the data, then the AI will help humans to analyze the data. So for the physical space, current we have person search by navigation system, then send to the cloud and get information. A person analyze information, access and retrieve, analyze information from using cloud. Robot produced under control of human. So nowadays, we the one who control the robots, either through the cloud or whatever we have mechanism. Yeah. But in society 5.0, with the big data, AI, so we have an automated driving, AI propose a person's high value added information, proposal or human operating instructions, and automatic producing by robots in factory. So in society 5.0, human will work together with robot. So this is about the industrial 4.0, industrial 5.0, and then society 5.0. The reason I'm explaining about society 5.0 because I would like to relate the work of research group CGV2 towards this IR 5.0 and society 5.0. Right. This group consists of not that many, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And not that new, dah lama juga tapi we are moving towards whatever new. We are changing, we are diverting, but still in scope of computer graphic vision and visualization. So me here, you can contact me using the email and Dr. Fatimah Khalid, Dr. Putri Suhaiza, Dr. Putri Suhaiza, Fatimah Khalid, Dr. Ismail Majin, Dr. Sending, and our youngest members, Dr. Siti Khadijah. So let's look the productions. Right? The reason I would like to show all these product of our groups, so that the participant will realize that we as Malaysians is not that far away from Society 5.0 or IR 5.0. We are in a very good path. Yeah. So this is about cash virtual competition. Because of the PKPB and MCO, we cannot do the exhibitions. So what we did is we create a virtual poster exhibitions. So Dr. Putri Swaiza not develop, is set up these virtual poster exhibitions competition in desktop VR. So it's virtually participants able to see the exhibit poster, because in our conference Cash 2020 we have a cash exhibitions. We definitely cannot set up this in the real situation, so we have to do the virtual. So in this system, virtually participant able to see the exhibitions posters, the virtual movement using keyboard, arrow, and keys. Participants can attend the poster presentations by clicking the join button that link to Google Meet for the interactions with the presenter. So let's say if you use this system, if you want to meet and interact with the presenter, you just click the virtual button beside the poster, and then you will go to the Google Meet and can discuss with the presenter. The participants and visitors able to download poster from download buttons. If you can see beside all these posters, there is button there, button for download, button for interactions, for joining. And the visitors represented by this robot. And this is one of the posters, the exhibitions. Okay. Menarik kan? All right. So this is the second product by Dr. Putri Saiza that related to this talk. Project design for CIDB IBS Durian Berhad Expeditions project from PPRN grant. So it is a VR platform for constructions, learning and simulations across platform and cross-device computer and mobile phone. So it's a cross-platform between the handphone, mobile phone, and the computer, right? Avatar represent users and communicate with voice chat with tag locations, and all the informations are in dedicated cloud database. For Windows-based, users need to use mouse and keyboard, while mobile-based use Bluetooth controller with VR box. So you can see here, this shows two separate screens. So it means there is stereoscopic display. Then you need to use VR box, yeah, and it's a mobile app. You have to use the VR box, and you can explore this. Use a Bluetooth controller, yeah, that interact. VR box is just a simple device, just like this. I think everybody knows about it. It's a very cheap and very easy to use. Slot in the mobile with the app. Then you can use Bluetooth controller to control to move inside the system. And you also can use PC to move around. If you want to ask further about this, you can ask, because I think Dr. Putri is inside, is also participant in this talk. All right, the third product from Dr. Putri Swaisa is a virtual art, just like the first one. But it is for students, specially designed for students, competitions platform to exhibit their art product in an art gallery. Students upload their works, either 2D pictures, 3D model, or video. Visitors able to see the students' works and able to comment and like. So this type, visitors able to comment, right? See the comment, and also can put likes, right? Visitors can use computer or mobile phone and interact with voice activations. Window-based use mouse and keyboard, while mobile phone use joystick button. Okay. The fourth product from the essential product of Putri Saisa is the Persistani to assist users towards persistent agriculture. The purpose is to propose appropriate crop types and provide forecasts for main chosen crop performance. See, the petani also have this kind of changes, not just us, not just industry, but also the farmers. This is what we call society towards society 5.0. All right. So let's say Dr. Siti Khadijah Ali, she's working with Rehab, yeah. There's an initial work, still in progress afterward to go straight to society 5.0. Lihat lagi ini dibangunkan dengan kerjasama Fakulti Sains Komputer dan Teknologi Maklumat UPM. Boleh dengar Pusat Rehabilitasi Perkis Malaysia. Boleh dengar kuat Aplikasi ini dibangunkan oleh pelajar semester 1 sesi 2019-2020 dan mereka adalah Nurul Fatana Kanda, Rafiqah Azwa, Dashmi dan yang lain.
Tak berapa clear sangat lah, Prof.
Yeah.
Tak tahu lah kalau line saya, but macam putus-putus sikit.
di sini.
Oh.
But we can see it clearly lah.
Oh, alright. Suara dia ke apa? Is it the voice or is it
The voice.
Maklumat ini
very slow kan?
fisioterapi yang merawat mereka. Kedua, perluasan sakit. Perluasan sakit ini adalah untuk penggunaan awam.
It's talking about the system, the app for the rehab patients and how to train the rehab patients to follow the instructions so they don't have to rely on their coach.
Pada bahagian musculoskeletal mereka, contohnya bahu, mereka boleh lakukan regangan.
So how they do the regangan so that if they follow these instructions, they will more faster to get better. Alright. So let's see the second one.
Dan selamat
Ni dengar
sejahtera.
tak?
Aplikasi berikutnya adalah Aphasia Assist. Aphasia Assist ini bertujuan untuk membantu penjaga kepada pesakit aphasia untuk mengenal pasti ataupun untuk mengetahui apakah yang diinginkan oleh pesakit berkenaan. Untuk makluman juga, aplikasi ini juga dibalonkan oleh pelajar semester 1 2019-2020.
So this product actually initial product so that later we have a pilot study so the Teknikal can enhance and improve this product with the AI and personalizations. So all the patients in the rehab can use it.
Profesion Malaysia. Di sini terdapat beberapa keperluan asas untuk pesakit. Contoh, prasasti.
Selamat petang.
Pesakit boleh mengucapkan selamat petang dengan hanya mengklik ataupun menekan button selamat petang. Contoh, sekiranya pesakit mahu ditandas, dia boleh memaklumkan kepada penjaganya dengan menekan butang ini.
Saya mahu ke tandas.
Contoh lain, sekiranya pesakit
Okay, so we go to the next. The third one, the point that is suara, they just to joke show. All right. So all these about the changes of our life. Yeah, we don't have to rely so much on the coach, and coaches can have ample time to coach other patients because there's a lot of patients in rehab. So with this app, the patients can train themselves. So by the time they time to meet coaches, they already done a lot. They already knows the knowledge how to do it. Yeah. So this is the changes that I'm talking about. So the coaches have more time to help others. Same thing also to teach how to do the exercise for the patients, regangan, latihan fungsi lengan, all this. Yeah?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
So let us go move on. Now we are talking about Dr. Ismawati Mazid. This is a little bit different from previous. This is like more Islamic. It's a mobile AR application for zikir Asmaul Husna related to users' feelings such as angry, afraid, and etc. So all these cards is the mentality markers and with all these feelings. Yeah? The cards are 10 general feelings with each virtual avatar. Your zikir that related to the feelings card. So it's a mobile app. So teach users on how to zikir whenever they feel angry, they feel afraid. So this zikir is suitable for that feelings. You can see pop up the avatar. The avatar will secure according to the card there. And you can see there's a virtual button there that is my touch so that you can the avatar will say it again. So this is also a very early stages. So later this application will go forward to personalizations. So according to the needs of each of the users. All right. Then we look into the more different product from the Tencent Bank. This is a 3D scanner that we intend to do like a 3D photocopy. It's not image reconstructions. The beauty of this is we use a vector, not image. So it's more faster to digitize the object. So you just put the object, you put this object to this setting up, this is what we call our bag, yeah, I3DM, we name is I3DM, put the bag there and then rotate it. And then with the system that created by the bag, it will digitize the surface of this patung ni. And you can see the digitization there. With these informations, we'll create the surface fitting, then we can do the 3D printing. So whatever you want to create, then you can just put it there, create it. And if you want to make a personalizations to this object, to whatever object, let's say you want to make it like your face or make it like a different robot, you just modify the digital point and then do the surface fitting, then send to the 3D printer. Okay, then this again a very early stage of our product is with the industry partner. So to explain to users who want to buy the machine, it's a machinery industry. So the buyers, the potential buyers can see the machines in 3D and can see the functions of that part. And the explanations about the product. This product is still in the enhancement modifications to make it more flexible, and then also the users or the potential buyer can immediately contact and buy and keep all these informations in the database, and then it can create a systems between potential buyers and the industry. All right, this is quite new. We already actually have
Hi everyone, so it is my application for.
We actually have 3 products for this kind of for the similar things, these products. But then because of it's in my office, so I have to ask my current and FIP students to do this video for me. It's about the aquaphonic productions with the AR facilities and the sensor. Yeah? Control the aquaphonic sensors and information to our mobile phone.
For the aquaphonic, so it's like interactive IoT education robot. So it is a robot. So it is aqua key. So it means that aquaphonic is a process while aquatic animal and hydroponic plant live together and survive together. So we go to info push. So info push got the information of application. So this is our university logo UPM. This is our faculty FSKUN logo. So this is the title of the application. And then the developer and supervisor And this is the reference point for the lecturer of cophonic.
We have a video
So
that
in the
explains, yeah.
this video is to describe how the alcophonics.
It's a mobile phone applications. The purpose of this product is for the teenagers to learn and understand on how to set up aquaphonic for themselves, and they can use their phone to communicate with the system.
So we go back. So for the system, they will upgrade to this record thing speed. So this thing speed will record the IoT from the Arduino aquaphonic system. So
because the system is integrated with the three sensors.
So if the view 3 is light transfer and view 4 is the pH value of the water. So you click on, they will be which or when the pH value is the value 4.5. So is the Tuesday 50, and then this is the light intensity 50. Light intensity is 24.17. So this is
so we can see the status, the value of the temperature, humidity, and pH value, the light intensity. So we can see the status through our mobile phone. All right. And then also games, because we're targeting the teenagers or young generations. We create a little bit of simple games. So while they're doing, while they're having a part of aquaphonic, they also can play games.
So if not,
This is AR on explaining about how to set up the aquaphonic pot. Yeah. All right. Ignore the lady.
Not the bread in and wash in also can is a description. So for the description and label. So if you don't want the quick here.
So for this product, hopefully teenagers and younger generations are interested to do the aquaphonic and then know how to do crops. And this one is for the educations, medical education, so they can learn by themselves. They don't have to go to a lab so many times, so they can learn this using the VR box, again VR box with the mobile phone, and then they can control the oops, no, they can control with the controller. You can see that controller. There's controller there, and then they can move around, make it scale up, scale down. Yeah. Still in progress, this product. Later we are going to have a voice activations and gaze, yeah, and hand gesture. And further, we will do the heuristic test to test the acceptance, to test what to expect, how to make it suitable for the anatomy educations. Yeah. And then go to personalizations, how to make it personalizations for each of the students. And again here about the exercise. These kids use this and wear the VR box and they follow the avatar. Please ignore my office character, officer character. So you can see this boy and this boy is following the movement. Again, this is very early stage. They're moving towards again the organizations, again the smart to detect the movement is correct or not. Yeah? Whether these boys follow accordingly. Yeah. So this is about our product in Group CGV2 or still in progress, yeah. And then we are focusing towards the Society 5.0 and Industrial 5.0. Hopefully this knowledge, this information can help you all, viewer and participants, to understand the what you call it, the the involvement of augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, and visualizations in our next society. Thank you very much. I'll give back to Dr. Nurul Amalina.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. A great presentation and also interesting demonstrations of the apps. Okay, all right. I think we still have a few more minutes. Okay, so we will take some question. Okay, I think in my chat box there are a few questions already posted by the viewers. Okay, as some of them are redundant, so I will summarize them. Okay, okay. The first question is hold on, wait, quite a lot. In Malaysia, as we can see, the implementation of AR and VR are not exposed as much to the public, okay, compared to the others developed countries. Okay, so from Prof point of view, okay, how and what effort can we do to promote or to bring up the VR or AR application to society?
Okay, thank you very much. I think the challenge is the phone, the devices. Yeah. Before this, not so many people use a smartphone, right? And then for if you want to talk about, if you want to bring the AR in educations, the young kids cannot bring the smartphone to school. So the challenge is the devices. Yeah. And other things I'm not for this currently. I don't see any that much challenges. So what we need is to keep pushing, so people will use augmented reality in Malaysia as much as other countries.
Okay. Thank you, Prof. Okay, another question I think is almost relates with the first question. How ready do you think is Malaysia to embrace the AR and VR technology? If we are still in the process, what can we as the lecturer, because some of the viewers are lecturers, can do to help to prepare our students? Okay, likewise, what can the students do to better prepare themselves for the IR 4.0 workforce?
Okay, when talking about students, our younger generation, I think they are ready for it. Yeah. Again, most of the students are ready, but of course we need. That's my assumptions, because my experience last time when I test my product in UITM Sungai Buloh, Koti Perubatan Sungai Buloh, and then one of the question, actually we're not really focusing on that question. Suddenly we get the info, when we analyze the data, a little bit macam terkejut. Most of the students don't have any experience use mobile applications. Why? And then we got surprised. This is a younger generations. And then we discussed with our education partner. They said maybe because that's coming from B40 family, so they don't have that smartphone. So what I think, if you want to go to make sure this younger generation is ready for the IR 4.0 and IR 5.0, so we have to make sure the technology up to, go towards kampung-kampung, and then bandar pun yang B40, make them knows about it, and then kalau tak mampu pun bagi diorang terdedah, let them see that we have a center, and then our student will go somewhere and go to the places, community center, show this AR, show this. So they have that feelings, and then they put effort to use their phone for these AR and all these VR technologies. Yeah, that's my idea lah.
Okay, what about the costing or the budget needed? For example, if you want to develop the AR or VR technologies, or maybe you just want to use an AR or VR technologies, do we need a very special device to use that in terms of costing?
All right. Okay. For the VR, there is a little bit further costing. Yeah. For the AR, it's just use the smartphone to use it, and of course, as I mentioned earlier, you can use this one, quite cheap. Yeah. Because all these are in my office, so I have to buy a new one from Lazada. Now I'm campaigning Lazada or Shopee, but it's just very cheap, costs around 20 to 30 ringgit. Yeah, and then of course smartphone. For the VR, I think Dr. Putri is much more knowledgeable in this. I need further advancement of devices. Tapi taklah semahal dulu, becoming more cheaper and cheaper.
All right, thank you, Prof. I think I have one questions from the UPM Facebook Live. Okay. Hold on, let me check again. Hey, where's the question? I couldn't see it. I think it's the if I still remember, the question is the participant asking about he is one of the business. I think he is a student in business area. So how can the AR, VR, or MR, and also the AI, the artificial intelligence, relates to this kind of domain? Whether because of currently the presentation that you have gave to us earlier much more towards the I think relates to the public works department's forte, but how about the business side point of view? Is there any applications that we can apply the VR, AR, or MR technologies?
What kind of business they mean? Is it the industry manufacturing? If manufacturing, just like my slide, make it faster in maintenance and everything. But for business-wise, okay, let's say like remember I show one of my students' products with a booklet, and then there's a machine. Yeah, that's also for business. So easy for potential buyers to understand the machines compared to just watching the video on the website. So easy to look into the machines and the product. If let's say you're talking about jual baju, shirt, you can also do the AR so that it can fit into your body, and then you can see how it looks into your body. So that's also very good for business. Yeah.
Okay, I hope we have answered your questions. All right. Is there any of the participants who would like to ask the question? Maybe you can ask for permission to unmute and then ask the question directly. We still have a few more seconds, I think. So one more final questions from the attendees or participants. Any of you? Yeah, I don't think we have any more questions. Okay, I think that will be the end of our webinar today. Anything, Professor, that you like to cover before we end our session? Any final words?
Final words tadilah final words. But then I'm asking for the viewers, for the yang join webinar ni, please, try to use the augmented reality, virtual reality, because we are going to go not just IR 4.0, we are going to move to IR 5.0 now. So open up and then try to use. AR is not that difficult. Everywhere is AR nowadays, and it's quite becoming cheap, and everyone have a smartphone, so we can use. And for the people, for the younger generations with this B40, please help them. I don't want we left behind them, because once they're left behind, it will go far away to catch the technology. Let us bring them also, and then together with us, move forward to IR 5.0 and Society 5.0. Thank you, Dr. Amrudin.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. There is also one request from the attendees to have your presentation slides Can you share with us your email address maybe so that the participant can email to you directly?
Yes, can. You can just type rahmita@upm.edu.my.
Okay. It's I repeat again. It's Rahmita, as in your name, RAHMITA @upm.edu.my. Am I
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So thank you again to Professor Dr. Rahmita Rizal from UPM, and thank you again to the Public Works Department for having us here. And thank you to all attendees. We appreciate you being here since the start of the session, and thanks again for joining us today. And hopefully we will see you next time. Okay. Thank you so much.